So is the bull trap being placed for us to fall for it again and again, because we failed for it once, we failed for it twice, and now the question here is, are we also going to fall third time, just like here from past Bitcoin price action? Because whenever we saw this exact scenario unfolding here in past Bitcoin price action, after that the price of Bitcoin also started this new movement here to the downward direction. So that's why, guys, that's why this one scenario which looks like more of a bull trap could be playing out right now here in price action Bitcoin. So I want you guys to be very, very careful. Why? Because if you look at the past Bitcoin price action, you can see when the price of Bitcoin started this new movement, as soon as we broke out of this upper line area of this falling wedge, you can see we had this really nice move here to the upper direction, but it did not last it longer. After that, we saw this price retracement, again a smaller dead cat bounce type of scenario, and then a bigger price retracement. And if you look at this another example, you can see retracement right around this upper line area, but once we broke out of it, we had this bump here, and then another dump followed, and another bigger price movement right after that, just like here, right? Dead cat bounce type of scenario. And now the question here is, are we also going to see another movement as soon as we break out of upper line area of this falling wedge, and the price is also going to see this movement at least towards the top of this falling wedge, which could be around this 51,800, 52,000 range, and again continue this rally here to the downside, making us believe the price is ready for this new movement here to the upside, and then another bigger pullback, just like here from past Bitcoin price action, because this scenario actually looks more of a bull trap. So what must happen for this bull trap to get invalid? So for that, I have some very, very interesting chart placed for you. And also, guys, before I dive into other scenario, please take 2 seconds of your time and smash the like button. And for those individuals watching this for the first time, come on guys, hit that subscribe button and the bell. Now, if we look at this price structure here in a bit different way, guys, what I have done is I have added this descending channel right now for price action Bitcoin in a daily time frame, because we are aware the upper line here has been a strong line of resistance, and the lower line here has been a strong line of support. So what we want the price of Bitcoin to do, if this is going to be an actual bull trap where the price of Bitcoin could see this retracement around this 51, 52,000 range, then we are aware we could be also approaching towards the top of the channel, and this top of the channel is also between 51 to 52,000 range. So that's why, guys, that's why we have to overcome this obstacle. I mean, we have to break this resistance from the upper line area of this falling channel or descending channel and flip it into support, because if we do that, right, then we know this here is not a bull trap and an actual movement here to the upper direction. So that's why, guys, that's why if we do see any sort of impulsive movement where the price of Bitcoin could see this retracement around this 51, 52,000 range, please be careful and let the price to break this resistance from the upper line area of this descending channel also in a daily time frame. Because if we break this resistance and flip it into support, then we are aware in a daily time frame we are getting this confirmation that this trend here might continue here to the upper direction as soon as we flip this resistance into support. So that's why, guys, please let the price of Bitcoin to break out of this resistance around 51, 52,000 before placing any trade, because you can see getting rejection from the upper line area led to a bigger pullback here, another bigger pullback. So we don't want another massive pullback to follow, just like here from past Bitcoin price action. So that's why around this price range of 51, 52,000, we will be monitoring that price range very, very closely. And also, if you look at this in a bit different way, let me show you this one, another scenario, guys. Now, before I switch into other chart, I just want to make you aware, Bybit and Femex both are providing around $4,100 bonus each. I mean, the total of $8,200 bonus is being provided for our community members. So if you are an experienced trader and want to take advantage of this market volatility, then this is the great opportunity, because Bybit, as you can see, is providing around $4,100 bonus if you use my ref link and sign up, which is going to take you not more than a minute, and also with Femex. So I personally use Bybit for trading, and if you want to trade altcoins, then Femex could be a great option as well. Now let's switch into other chart. If you are aware, we have talked about this accumulation cylinder from Jesse Livermore speculative chart many times in my video. According to this accumulation cylinder, we were expecting the price of Bitcoin to see a retracement around this 0.7 area, find support, because if the support is going to be there, we could be starting this new movement here to the upper direction. And if you look in our case, the price of Bitcoin, right, failed to find support at this lower line area of this accumulation cylinder, and now we are also below it. But the question here is this accumulation cylinder invalid? I said you on my previous video, this is going to be invalid if we break below the previous low, because this here is still higher than the previous low. So that's why, guys, if the price of Bitcoin still wants to follow this accumulation cylinder from just Livermore, then we have to overcome this obstacle around this 52,000 range. And if you look at this descending channel which I showed you here, right, and this descending channel, this is exactly the same. So if we flip this resistance from the upper line area, right, into support, then we are also going to be entering the lower line area of this accumulation cylinder, which could be again acting as a strong line of support once we are above it. So that's why for us this 52,000, right, is an extremely important line of resistance. And if we do flip this resistance into support, then the trend of Bitcoin could be continue this rally here to the upper direction and also invalidating this bull trap. So that's why, guys, we will be monitoring this price movement very closely around this 52,000 range. And not just only this one here, guys. If you have watched my video from yesterday, I talked about these 3 rising valley, and if we do find a support around this range, we could be seeing another blow off top type of scenario, because we are aware the price action of Bitcoin is forming this 3 valley very accurately. I mean, if you look at the price movement, if we do manage to find a proper support, then we could be also seeing this blow off top type of scenario before an actual trend reversal starts taking place for Bitcoin. So that's why what we can also monitor here is this 52,000 resistance line, because if we do see this price movement around this 52,000 getting a rejection and price not breaking above it, then this could actually play out as a bull trap, because then we are getting rejection from upper line area of this descending channel and also the lower line area of this accumulation cylinder from Jesse Livermore, exactly around this 52,000 range, where the price could see another pullback which could be lower than the previous low, invalidating all these bullish scenarios. So we have to monitor this price movement very closely. And not just only this one here, guys. If you are aware, in a weekly time frame, we have said if the price of Bitcoin wants to show an actual movement here to the upside, then the support here in a weekly, which is around 48,000, must not be broken. And you can see we went below, but somehow price didn't came above this 48,000 support line, because we are aware around that range we have support from this rising trend line, 50 weekly moving average, and also this falling trend line which previously acted as a resistance, and this could also be playing out as a bump and run reversal. So that's why for this bump and run reversal, we also have to find support above this 48,000 here in a weekly time frame. So as you can see, things are looking very interesting for Bitcoin, but this bull trap should definitely be monitored very closely. So guys, these are some of the scenarios I thought sharing with you in today's video. If you enjoyed my work, then please hit the like button, and for those individuals watching this for the first time, hit that subscribe button and the bell. So by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye, guys.